Hey everyone, and welcome to yet another episode today. I hope you are all ready for some little treats, because this is a video about some blueprints I have been collecting for you guys from my series. I know you've been asking for this for quite a while, and here we are today with some blueprints of my stuff I've built lately. So we're going to start over here with the Meerkat Habitat. I'm going to show you each individual one really quick, and then I'm also giving you a little bit of a hint how to assemble them, because all of those have a little bit of a finicky thing to them, but I'm going to talk about this real quick, okay? So in case you want to know how to put them in and how to use them, here's the thing. So this is the first habitat, and this is obviously the Meerkat Habitat. It took me a while until I managed to squeeze that all in. Unfortunately, this thing over here you don't need. You can actually delete this one. It's just in because of my Yosemite stuff. But the problem is I can't really delete it because it is still in the back here, so because of the way how I needed to connect it. Now you can see the terraforming is saved with it, so you don't only have this one. I enlarged the habitat, and let me just quickly show you. I'm just going to click on that door, so you can see I enlarged the circle around here a little bit more, so that you guys actually have the habitat with all the stuff around. And you can also see there are some benches and stuff as a little hint. So I would highly recommend to just take the path and put it below one of these benches here, you know, just somehow over here, and then from over here just start peeling that one around here, or just like, you know, put it down in a way that you just get these benches together, and also the little bin over here, so that is this side, and then you can just also curl that around here if you want. And I left this little gap open here, as you can see, so that you can actually peel that around like so, and just kind of create a little bit of a roundabout, because that one is like a viewing spot and you don't want to be like exactly at this thing. So this is why I always leave a little bit of a gap, and you can, whatever you want, you can put some foliage in here if you want, or you can just do whatever you want to do with it, so you can actually have another nice look into it. I think it's really cool with like all these little openings in here with the rock work and stuff. I think it really is valuable for you to use it. So that's also available for you. I'm gonna put the link to my workshop in the description down below, and then you can also download all of these habitats if you want. Pretty easy, pretty simple. And then you can use them in your own zoos. As I said, in this habitat there are also functioning the lemurs and the capuchin monkeys. They do work in this habitat, so you can actually use that for an animal in the game in case you want. So yeah, that's how it is, and that's all about this wonderful habitat we have over here. Let's move on to the Fennec Fox Habitat, which is the one you just saw today, or maybe yesterday. I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to upload this video. I'm aiming for Sunday, but who knows. Recording that it's Saturday, so I'm not really sure how I spread the videos, but we will see. You have a few little issues here and there I couldn't really get rid of. I'm just going to quickly show you why. So this is the habitat perimeter, and for whatever reason it just doesn't save all the rocks. But it's a kind of an easy fix. You just gotta take yourself one rock like that and just squeeze that in here somewhere like so. I don't know, rotate it to make it look a bit better. I don't know if you want like this, and from I would love to save that for you, but somehow it just doesn't work. And if I put that a little bit too much in the back, it still doesn't save other stuff, so I just left it the way it is. There's not too much missing over here. Some of these logs are not like completely integrated into the habitat, so I would recommend to just get rid of them, because that makes the whole thing look a bit more slick anyways. I love the look, and you know what, I'm gonna save this habitat for you guys again afterwards, so you don't have to do this. I'm going to do this for you. Also going to fix this bit over here. It's actually a little bit finicky, as I said. You know, I actually would need to do it a bit more like this, just pull that one further out. So I'm gonna fix these little bits here. I just didn't see them, to be honest, because they were so much in the shade. So let me just quickly pull these off. So this will be fixed for you, okay? Well, you know what, let's just quickly do this. I'm just gonna fix this so you guys have a little bit of a more finished version of it. I'm sorry that this wasn't saved. I thought it was, but it's not. So apparently we're just going to quickly do this, so you have all the full glory of the habitat, you know. That's what we definitely want to give you. So let's just quickly, let's just select that one, this one, and this one. Awesome. And just copy that around here, and so it goes. I'm just gonna do it that way, so it looks a bit better. Yes, indeed. And then we're just gonna copy that one over to this side. Let's start on here. Just gonna pull that one in here. Yeah, there you go. And then same goes over here to the other side. Noise. Done. Okay, so that's kind of fixed. I don't know what exactly is going on with these things here. I'm not sure why they are in, to be honest. What kind of weird piece that is. I think I had some education signs on there. I think that's right. These are from the education signs. Okay, that's fixed. Also going to try, you know what, I'm just going to try to edit the barrier here so that this is integrated as well. Yeah, just put that a little bit further in the back. I'm going to save that again, and then hopefully it should work for you. Oh, look at that. There's even another little gap which doesn't really work out nicely. So just going to pull that one all over here. And then we're just going to do the same real quick for you. There you go. Just rotate. Wait, how was that? Rotated. There you go. This is how we wanted it to rotate. And then, you know what, we just make ourselves our life a bit more simple. Just copy the whole bit over. There you go, and just bring it in. And again, also for those of you who don't know, you can use this habitat for the African wild dog, but unfortunately only in franchise, in Sandbox, because in franchise they would actually be all over and just be annoyed how small it is. So maybe you can put some aardvarks in here or some warthogs, that might work as well. But yeah, so this is the habitat. I'm gonna fix this for you guys before I upload, because that's kind of an easy fix as we have over here. That one though, and the other one over here, this is the wonderful Bengal Tiger habitat from our franchise series, and I'm gonna link all of the series where the habitat is created to the top right always, so you can just click it and then you have the dedicated building of the habitat in your face, so to say. You can just follow that along if you want. So this is optimized for the Bengal Tiger. It suits them exactly in the size they need. They do have like a little bit, for those of you who don't watch my franchise, this is made all in franchise, so they have a little bit of a bare bone inner area where they can just chill, and then there is like a little hallway that leads over to the other side where there's like a viewing spot for the guest. And actually this is actually indoor, and so the roof is a little bit broken. So what you got to do in order to make sure that this works, and this is why I needed to do the video, there's no way I can save that. It's a little bit of a problem how these things work. I gotta admit, I would love to see that a bit differently, but this is just the way it is. So you will end up having a habitat a bit more like this, you know, that's gonna be open because this is the gate. It just somehow doesn't save the piece in. You just gotta copy the roof in like so, pretty simple. And then what you need to do then is just go over to the other side, okay? And then you're just gonna use the roof pieces here, and you basically build the same as I do right now, okay? You're just gonna do this and this. Very important though is that you're going to take this piece over here, okay? And just copy that over, if the game lets me. Yeah, there you go. Just copy that over, and you're gonna have to put that exactly into this location. Because the reason why is obviously otherwise the Bengal Tiger can escape, because they can get up here and then they can actually take the roof and go over or just climb from that tree, and you don't want that. So in order to make this look a bit better, you could use that as a little bit of a platform down here if you want, or you can just, you know, make whatever you want with it. I think it's looking fairly cool, so you can use it that way. And obviously this is meant to have water in, so what you need to do is just put the water down here. You will see there is the perfect height to do it, because the terrain is translated and transferred into it, which is cool. And I'm really just hoping that in the future blueprints can also integrate pathway, because that's going to be the biggest issue of the last one, and this is the one you all have been asking for. This is the sea lion habitat, and we got multiple issues with that one I can't really get rid of. So first one being that some of the rock work in the back here is not really working as nicely as that one over here. So it's not that big of a deal, because there is this wall, and whatever animal you get in here won't be able to break out. Either you take some bears or whatnot, they just cannot break out. But to make it look a bit more easy and nice, you could always just go in and, oops, let me just deselect that, please. You could always just use my other blueprint I have already uploaded. There is like rock work over here, you know, you can just use that and then just easily put that in here and another one in here, and then just go into this one and delete that one bit. That's all about what you need to do, and it kind of fits in nicely, and it's the easiest fix you can do, okay? So that's how I would do it. And then you have this bit over here where you can tell that there is meant to be a path down here, and there is meant to be water in. You got to do a few things, okay? Unfortunately, there's no way I could do it. I show you why. So the habitat itself is that one, what you can see over here. So if I go and edit the barrier, you can see I needed to squeeze that all the way out, so you have also the nice little viewing platform to the outside. But problem is, there is not a habitat boundary or like a barrier in here that keeps the water in, okay? So this is the biggest issue you are going to have. So what you need to do, and this is super important, what you need to do, you can see there is like basically nothing in here you can use except the water, which except the terrain, which is that one over here. So this is kind of where you want to have the water in. I'm going to show you how you do this. So first thing first is you go and take the pull tool here, make sure it's super small, and then what you're going to do is you're going to do and pull this in the middle here. This is where you want to have the terrain, okay? You're going to squeeze that exactly until you are at a level where it is just about below, okay? So you can also decrease the intensity now, just so, there you go. This is where you want to be. And then you go to flatten to foundation, increase that again if you want, and then you just extend that all the way out. Don't worry, we're going to push that back a little bit, but you're going to follow this line here so that you have all of that in. It's very important that you do this, okay? So this might be enough, okay? So just go all the way around and do the same over here so that you have this. This is already enough. This should be already enough. So what you're gonna do then is you're just gonna go in here and use the push tool and just push it all back until you don't see it anymore behind that one. I'm gonna talk to you about why I'm doing this in a second, but this is very important. You have to do it because otherwise there will not be the wonderful pool for you available that we are going to build in a second, okay? So this is what you're gonna do. You have done this now. Very nice indeed. So there you go. Okay, so what you have now is that you do have some terrain in here which acts like a natural barrier for the water. So if we have the water later on, this is the tool here, you got to see that there is, at the moment it says obstructed, but this is just because we don't have anything else. It tells me valid over here, but then you have everything underwater in there that you don't want. So the next bit is, you just go in here and say, barriers, okay? So this is where you want to start with the normal barrier, and you are going to use this option, flat top. It's very important, okay? So you're going to put this one just in here, just raise it all the way above the level, just way over the level, and use the curved section. Then you just move that in here, press Z to just squeeze that in so that you follow the lines, and then it's actually pretty simple following the lines, and just keep being a little bit outside of the area. It doesn't matter, you will pull that down later anyway, so you can actually follow the line a bit more like I am doing right now, just so that it is always behind. So the important bit will be that you just go way over here into the area where there is your habitat, okay? So the habitat is basically in here. Now there is the terrain you had, okay? So this is why we're just keeping that somewhere here, just extend that a little bit. So this is nice, you can keep it this way, and then you have to do it to the other side as well. Just go here, build that one. You can also use the straight pieces if you need, but you know, just following that line a little bit. So just going all the way over here, that should be enough because we do have the terrain. Now the important bit is you need to check if these things are in the terrain. Yes, they are in this case, okay? So now if you did everything right, you should be able to see that the water is only in the pool. There you go. See, it's only in the pool. And this is exactly what you wanted to have. You wanted to have it actually even higher, then you will need to just make sure that the terrain goes even higher for you. The problem is you can't really finish that thing off, okay? So my bet to make this really better than what you have right now is to just extend this towards the maximum available space, okay? It's just gonna go and turn it around here, and this is basically where you want to have it. And now you just go in and push the terrain up again. It's very important. And then just flatten all of that to the foundation. Oh wait, I'm not even doing that. Sorry, my mistake. Just do it that way. Just flatten all of that to the foundation. Very important that you do this exactly like so. And then also you can push down here a little bit if you want to make sure that there is some kind of stuff, right? And then we got to push that all back so that you don't see it. So here we go. There you go. So, and if that's done, well, it should be done in a bit. There you go. Just check if that's all connected nicely over here. So these might actually be the issues. It's a bit finicky, I gotta admit. I just can't get this even more to work, but well, okay, if we check water again, does it work? Yes, this time it works. As you can see, boom, there you go. This is where the water works this time, simply because of the terrain being here. Now what you have to do then is just push this a little bit further down, still checking if it works. It does. So if you are lucky now, you can just go in and, oops, no, not like that. Just use the push tool again and just push it all back a little bit to see if that works now. Yeah, it still works. It still does the trick. Okay, so you can basically now try to alter the terrain a little bit more, so that it's just like this. I think that should be fine. Yeah, no, but well, you don't really have to water over the other side. Okay, it's working. It's working right now. Okay, so the next bit is just simply just taking that whole thing and pushing it down until it's nearly gone, and then you just change to glass because that's having simpler things, and boom, there you go. The pool is filled and everything else is filled. It's all nice. The habitat is back to work, and you can just adjust these things if you want to. I think, yeah, you can't put them down, but you can actually, you know, make them, I don't know, sand or whatnot, just fitting that in a bit nicer. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. And now the only thing is to squeeze in the pathway down here. That is going to be a bit more tricky, to be honest. I'm not gonna say it's easy, because it's not. You will have to be very careful in putting down the pathway simply because of the water. So you might also need to get out of the water here first and then build the path, but I'm not going to follow that all the way now because that's going to take ages. You have to find yourself a way to bring the path down here. As long as I can't save that as a blueprint, it's not going to work easily. That's a bit unfortunate, but this is the only thing I can do. Now, 17 minutes into this episode, way longer than I wanted, but this is, I think it was very important to show you how to use them. These are the blueprints I have for you. As I said, they are in the description down below. You can just grab them, and I hope you enjoy them. Let me know in the comments down below what else you want to have in terms of habitats from me I built in the past, and then I'm going to see in the next couple weeks that I give you a few more of these things. Until then, have a wonderful Sunday, everyone, or Monday. Again, I don't know when I'm going to upload this, and enjoy your time. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I was really happy to have you here. In case you enjoyed it and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to consider subscribing. You can do it via this button here, and if you want to see more, there's some cool other stuff linked here for you. This is suggested for you personally. That's pretty cool. And in case you want to support the channel a tiny bit more, you can do it via this wonderful Hype Camel link over here. I really would appreciate it. And also, big thank you already to all the people who do already support the channel. Really do appreciate that. But now, have a wonderful time, guys, and I catch you in the next one.